Korean boss representing the Protoss race in the blue colors, we have CJ Entus Hero. And his opponent going to be spawning in the bottom left position of the map. Ladies and gentlemen, representing Yolem from Taiwan, we have Ian.
Now, I'm very curious to see how these players are going to be opening. Hero, one of the players that qualified from the Korean Nationals. Obviously, there's a lot of Korean Protoss here. Korean Nationals had like something like 6 or 7 Protoss and 3 Zergs.
Yep.
And Hero, CJ Hero, not necessarily the top 3 seeded or the top 3 favored ones, I should say.
Yeah, that's right. I think he managed a 7th and 8th place spot coming in from the Korea Nationals, conveniently sharing that with Liquid Hero as well. So both of them are here. But like you said, not the best tournament as far as Terran players are concerned so far, really, is it?
Yeah. Of course, if you are a Terran player, it is your chance here at this tournament to be one of the rare species, one of the players that people will want to watch, and also, of course, you can benefit from the fact that most opponents here won't be practicing their versus Terran matchup, so there is a small inherent advantage of being part of an endangered species at this tournament.
No, that's a really good point. A lot of the players here are going to be focusing naturally on their... Oh, as the probe almost gets surrounded and killed off. Oh, wow, never mind. Ian managing to come back with the drone originally to be used for the hatchery, seeing that the probe was on 5 hit points, immediately taking it out. Great reactions there from our Zerg player. It was already at the natural expansion, and he sent it back just to kill it off. Great moves there from him.
Yeah, Hero should have seen that coming. Whenever you're being left with red HP, it's always 5 HP and 1 more hit will take you out with that worker, but he was undoubtedly planning things at home, and this allows Ian to have a small moral victory going into this map, and also to get his hatchery down without any further aplomb or ado, no delay whatsoever. And that's 1 worker kill. First blood for Ian here.
Moral victory? Is it moral to kill off the workers like that? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's moral victory, and it's also making sure you can get that hatchery very fast. Normally it goes up something like the 3-minute mark. Now he got it down at 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah. So that's going to be quite useful for Ian, and he's going to be putting down his 3rd hatchery without any sort of obstruction there, thanks to those Lings being out on the map. It looks like a probe is going to come in and scout, but the Lings will be able to make short work of it. The hatch goes down immediately as soon as it goes out of vision of that probe.
Yep, and there we go with the first 2 gases for CJ Hero. As usually at this stage of the game, we don't know exactly what's going to happen yet. No major damages were done here. Oh, nice rotating that probe out. Very important here for Hero in this game to try and get final confirmation that that 3rd hatchery is going down.
Oh, so close.
Because he lost that probe so early, it is conceivable that Ian would have thrown up a gas and completely would skip going for a 3rd and do something like a quick roach Zergling attack, and he wants to make sure that that's not the case.
Well, yes, I mean, Cookie Cutter ZVP at the moment, grab the 3rd base, effectively just sort of chill out, tech, make sure you get a decent map presence, go for those roaches. But, like you mentioned, managing to take out that probe early from Hero means that Ian then had the option to do something else, and Hero just wanted to completely make sure that that's not what Ian was going for.
Yeah, exactly. By no means do you have to do that, but just the fact that it's an option should make a Protoss player at least consider that possibility. And Hero has done a pretty good, a 95% probability rule out that there's anything going out of the ordinary going on whatsoever at all.
3rd hatch cancel incoming, right?
Yeah, that is possible, but like I said, it's like 5% chance.
Exactly, yeah.
It was 50% already at the 5+ minute mark, so it was never going to be that likely. Now,
and the Overlord spread for me, it has to be said, is pretty good as well. I mean, if we take a quick look at his vision, he basically sees everything that's going on in the natural expansion of Hero, and has also the option of sacrificing an Overlord on the right-hand side into the main base as well, as he sees that the 3rd and 4th gases are being taken by the Protoss. Still continuing to drone up as heavily as he can, now starting to take a little bit more gas. Zergling speed is on the way as well, and both sides are well poised to go into the middle game here.
Yeah, now it's very important for Zerg to see those gas timings. That's the best thing I can say to you about it. It's very telling for a very professional, very good Zerg player to see when those gases are going up. It's going to give them a lot of knowledge about whether you're going to go for Colossus, Blink, War Prism, Third, timing attacks, all-ins. And, well, this Overlord knows even more about it. He sees that Robo Bay, and he also sees an additional few gateways being thrown up. Now, it is not usual to throw up a Robo Bay if you're planning to go for a super fast third base. So now, Ian, he might be considering that this could be a Colossus all-in.
It's possible. He's not actually... Oh, there we go. He wasn't mining from that fourth gas for quite a long time there after that assimilator completed, but he is now going for it full steam ahead now, and that's going to allow him to chrono boost out... oh, and it looks like... Is that Gravitic Drive I see coming out there?
Oh, that is very unique. Oh,
wow.
I'm so excited about this Jorasar. We don't see this very much at all. There was a small period of time where I loved to do this. Getting Speed Prism with Immortals out, but because of a number of bad beats against Mutalisk, I kind of stopped it. However, we take a look at the layer timing for Ian. It only just finished. He's only just now starting his Roach Warren.
Oh wow, that's quite
This is a very intellectual choice by Ian, getting that Spire right away. I mean, it's going to work against War Prism, it's going to work against Colossi.
Yeah.
Basically anything you could possibly hope to get from a Robo base, so that's a very good choice there.
But the Observer was right out over those buildings as soon as they got put down, so Hero should have been able to see both of those. Yes, he did. And he's going to know that the Roaches are popping out maybe a little bit later than normal. He will see that the Spire is popping out, and he doesn't care. He's going for it anyway with an Immortal drop.
Yeah, he's just going to fly through this vision here from the Zerglings. He can actually drop those Immortals at the Spire, warp in roughly 6 or so Zealots, and then just protect himself from it. He can take down this Spire, and I think that's what he's going to do.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be absolutely sick if he manages to get away with this. The Immortals get dropped, and excellent concave with the Zealots actually, trying to zone out any potential Zergling attack. A couple of them going to be moving out towards the Queen here, picking off the Immortals. Excellently done. Is he going to focus down the Spire? He is indeed. Grubby, is he going to get it? I think he will. Nice pick up there, great micro. So little hit points.
Oh, nice.
Spire must
dropping that Immortal in a choke there so that he can take down that Spire. Did not get cancelled, and he was reducing Zergling surround speed on him. Wow, warping in another 7 Zealots. This is such a cool style by Ian. This is so awesome. He's even taking his expansion in the meantime, and there's no Roaches on the field yet, so he's really able to zone out those Zerglings. Such a cool style. I never actually get to see this in action at all against Zerg. Look at what he's doing.
Out so quickly with that War Prism as well. You can really see why Hero first went for the Gravitic Drive before he went in with this, because he's just able to be in about 5 different places at once by the looks of things. These Immortals doing so much damage to the mineral lines at all of these bases, and those Warpins just preventing so much mining from being done. Those Zealots killing off workers, forcing more Zerglings to be produced, and now it looks like Ian's going to be able to hold it off with a decent number of Roaches, but I think the damage has already been done here. Hero really on his game.
Yeah, he's killed 18 workers with the combination of his Zealots and those double shots Immortals. There goes another drone, 19 workers being killed. I'd like to see the kill counts on those Immortals. Now we've got a counterattack coming from Ian. These Zerglings are going to be enough to overwhelm this, but there come the reinforcements for Hero. Gonna be able to clean up these Zerglings, no problem whatsoever, at minimal losses indeed.
Oh, and one thing I do want to say about Hero's defense here. When he first saw those Lings at the third base location, it's so easy for a Protoss to go, uh-oh, Lings, I have sentries in front, and just put down 3 or 4 force fields. Hero made a very intelligent decision there to use exactly 0 force fields. He could see that he was only engaging the Lings about 1/3 to 1/2 at a time, and he wasn't going to lose any sentries. Didn't put down a single force field, saving that energy for potential later engagement. I love that decision coming out of Hero, as Ian now takes a 4th and a 5th base as well.
Yeah, excellent observation there by Jorasar. Even force fields are a resource, just like infested terrains, just like energy on any other units, and you gotta preserve that. It's not all about saving as much units as possible. He lost 1 Stalker, but he saves all the energy on his force fields, on his sentries, which you kind of need when the opponent could be choosing to go for something like a 200 supply Roach maxed out attack.
Yeah. Well, he's switching it up now. I mean, he's getting his Hive at the same time as he's rebuilding the Spire, so it's possible he's just going to go straight into Greater Spire and just get those Broodlords out as soon as possible, not attempting to go for any sort of mute attack at all. Hero, in the meantime, though, has pretty decent upgrades going on. He's got +3 on the way.
Yeah, +3 on the way already. That's going to finish at something like the 16-minute mark. A little bit slower than it could be. But you know, it was very worth it delaying that. He was getting such a cool opening there. Warping in Zealots, getting Speed Prism, Immortal Harass. He has ended that phase of the play now. But now he can use his Warp Prism to very easily reinforce with this timing attack that he's doing right now. We've got a lot of gateways. It's going to be able to reinforce. However, 12 Infestors are out. This is going to be such an important fight. Nice fungal growth there on all those Sentries and Stalkers, but getting it close enough with the Force Field, trying to zone out that Zerg army.
He needs to be oh so careful. I mean, Zergs everywhere are really afraid of this stage of the game when the Greatest Fire is still morphing in, and there really isn't that much meat on the ground to prevent the Infestors from being hit. The extended Thermal Lance from here are able to take a couple of them out very, very quickly indeed. Where are the Lings and Roaches when you need them? Ian does not have them at the front, and most of his Infestors go down. And oh, that really, really hurts for the Zerg player here. I don't know how quickly he can recover from this, if at all.
Yeah, those were some pretty sick fungal growths. A lot of them were chained, and they took down all the Immortals, a number of Sentries, and a lot of Stalkers. But Heroes, excellent reinforcements there with that Warp Prism, and the fact that Colossi don't really care that much about fungal whatsoever, coupled with the late tech here of the Broodlords, it's going to bring Ian in so much trouble. He's going to lose a lot of bases here. He just doesn't have the army to withstand this tide of Protoss units.
Yeah, and here's the problem as well. Ian's been using all of his larvae to make Lings, make Roaches to try and stop this army from advancing. So even if the Greater Spire completes, and it did complete halfway through that battle,